Selena. It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and rule.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good. We can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe. Yeah, you're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other. With the lights on top of the covers, just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hello. Hello. Sorry, I ended up getting sidetracked. I hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday. I am definitely having a open panel, but some people I will definitely maybe ask to come up. Some people not so much, because like I said, I want to keep the flow of the conversation. This is a really interesting subject. I don't know whether, in real life you dealt with someone that you trusted or you had some type of relationship with, whether it was romantically, whether it was just friendships. And, the information comes out because maybe one party or both parties decide to let the beans spill. I tell you, those are the worst situations to ever be in, especially if you trust anyone, trust that person, and you guys had some type of relationship or some type of commonality or liking towards each other. And you'll have one person maybe getting in their feelings. Hey, Bama, thank you for coming through, and happy birthday, 973. Yes, we are birthday twins. And yes, I did enjoy. I hope that you enjoyed as well. And I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I have a lot of pictures that I took from my birthday week. I hate that it's ending, but I'm so thankful that I had a great, even though I was had a little cold, I still had a lot of fun this week. So what's up, Angelo? Big Red, what's good? You behaving in these streets? Like I said, this is a open panel, like I said, but I'm gonna say semi-open, because some folks I'm like, this ain't the subject for you. Okay. So but yeah, I had a really great week, and I hope that you had a really blessed week, birthday as well. Yeah, Angelo, I have to kind of say that because some people don't mean no harm, but okay. Some people don't mean no harm, but they make either the panel, they don't relate to the subject. You know what I'm saying? And I'm look, I'm trying to articulate it and say it in the nicest way I can. They just kind of make the conversation go left. Okay. So I have to always say semi sometimes, I guess, because it'll be some people that I'll be like, hey, you come up. I want to hear your opinion, if you're available. But like I said, some people, they can just make the panel just go left or down. So I always say that. But anyway, back to what I was saying, how a lot of the times you have situations, and I know even I've had situations on here where I either said something behind the scenes to someone, hey, CC, behind the scenes, and when Mad Day comes, everything that you said and plus that you didn't say will be repeated. And so it is an embarrassing situation. It is a situation where you're kind of like, okay, what do I do? You're embarrassed. You're embarrassed in front of people that you really don't, that you don't know. And that you were expecting the person that you were sharing some information with was mature enough to keep it between you and, you and them. And when that doesn't happen, you kind of left out there to try to figure out, okay, how I'm going to clean this up. Well, the point of the matter, all you could do at this point is tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't hide with what you did, what you didn't do, and just tell the truth because that's the only thing you have. Hey, Young Riz. Hey, Richie Rich. The only thing you can do is tell the truth. And so, and sometimes that truth may not be in your favor, but it's better for it to all come out than not, because the other person will definitely try to add things there that's not there. Yeah, right, Angelo. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And I went up to look at the definition of what is pillow talk. And I'm going to share that, guys, with you, because some people don't know what pillow talk is. So I want to make sure, we're all on the same page. Pillow talk, according to the AI overview, is a pillow talk is a relaxed, intimate conversation that usually takes place between partners in bed, either before or after sex. Okay, so you know, when I thought of pillow talking, I was thinking of an intimate conversation between two people, or um, private matters that you want to talk to behind the scenes or in private with someone. You're not telling the whole world, you're not telling a lot of people, and you're telling one person or maybe two about something that has either happened to you or how you're feeling about some things or feeling about that person, and then it's kind of exposed, right? um and then it goes down. It said it can involve sharing compliments, catching up on each other's day, okay, are discussing life together. Pillow talk is often associated with honesty, bonding, and sexual afterglow. Okay. So that's according to Google. But I told you my definition of it. If we go down here, it says pillow talk can be a way to develop intimacy in the bedroom. It can also be a way to maintain closeness, satisfaction in a relationship. Some say that pillow talk can be more in depth and authentic because it often doesn't involve eye contact. Okay. And this is what happens behind the scenes when you're not seeing each other sometimes physically. A lot of times you're talking with each other and texting each other over the phone. And so you're kind of telling things about yourself, or either sharing pictures of yourself, and that person sharing pictures of you. um and it which can allow people to speak more unconsciously. See, when we're comfortable with people, our defenses are down. Our vulnerability is really up at that moment, because we are sharing ourselves with a person that we feel like we can trust. Hey, Nafai, how are you? Hey, Philly. We are sharing something with some people that we trust. Okay. And so our vulnerability, our defenses are down. We'll be talking about what sexual positions we like, or what we like to do when we have sex, or how we feel about another person when we see them, and sharing intimate pictures, and or telling the person, hey, I really want to be with you, and that person telling, I want to be with you too. And then when mad day comes, when something happens, right, it's totally different. You wanted me, but I didn't want you. No, you wanted me and I didn't want you. Well, who's telling the truth, right? So that's why I think that people need to understand what pillow talking is, and how it can definitely go wrong when people are not being truthful. And one thing that helps all of us, if we learn to mind the business that pays us as well as keeping our business to ourselves. That is one of the things I have learned as I'm getting older, that everything doesn't need to be repeated. Some things, even when you're mad at a person or you feel a way, take it to that person. Doing it publicly is the wrong thing to do unless someone is you're in danger for your life. Thank you, Riaz. You're in danger for your life, or someone is just spewing lies to the point to where it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna have to set the record straight, right? And you're just gonna have to, face whatever comes with it. But one part of also keeping that from happening is don't be so quick to share your information so quickly. A lot of the times when you share your information so quickly with people, you will definitely be disappointed, because who you thought was a good person or was a trustworthy person, is actually the opposite. That's why you take your time with telling people things that are intimate, taking time telling people things that that you really wouldn't want to be repeated, because you don't know people. And even some people that you sometimes have to, have you ever had some friends or associates, certain things you can't tell them? Well, that's just like with people. You have to study people and observe people to see if those are the type of people that can take your information and keep it. How you know that is when they're telling you everything else about other people. Say, for instance, you're talking to a friend. She's telling you everything that her other friend, what she had, what she got going on. Now, I can see if it's something that you're trying to explain about a situation, but every time you talk to this person, they're always talking about other people's business. That is a problem. That is something that you should take account to and be like, if she does or he does another person like that, he's definitely going to do me like that when he gets mad at me or she gets mad at me. So sometimes you have to observe how, like I said a week ago, you need to watch how people treat other people. If they have the track record, okay, of telling when they get mad at somebody, everything and at it, you know that you cannot trust that person. This person is not trustworthy. This person can be a snake when they're mad. So those are the people that you stay away from, or you tell very little things to, because you understand by their character. Hey, BDB, by their character, what they're displaying, their behavior, that this is not a trustworthy person. Look, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm the kind of person, I cannot tell you I have never told a secret, somebody's secret. I can't tell you that. If I told you that, then I would be lying and disingenuous, because I have. But as I'm maturing and I understand the concept now of treating people like you want to be treated, where before I was a little bit more frivolous. I was, with my mouth and, you know, impulsive. Um, I really didn't understand that when you betray people with them, I'm talking about people that you know. I'm not talking about people that you met for a day or a couple of months and they think y'all friends. No, we're not friends. We're associates. But even with associates, you have limits. Okay, there's certain things, you wouldn't want nobody doing you that way, right? So I would say, hey Meek, I would say when I had some situations to where I just maybe disclosed something, I felt I knew then that I was not doing right, because I didn't want nobody doing me like that at the end of the day. So when I go through looking at situations now, I understand that whatever happens with another person, to keep it with that other person, whether I get mad at a person or not. It's just some things you just be like, you know what? I can't do that, because I wouldn't want nobody doing me that way. And over the time, I have become very private about my personal life. you notice on here, I only share very little of my personal life. I may tell you, oh, it's my birthday. Oh, I'm planning on going here. I'm planning on doing this, but I don't go into my personal life, not with anybody like that. Especially on here, because I understand that sometimes you have people that will come in your life for the wrong motives, or you'll have people that will come in your life that, or just they're nosy. They don't have nothing going for them, so they want to know your business. Then you like I said, you'll have those people that will come in there because they're diabolical. They don't even like you anyway, but they want to get your information so that when they're mad at you, they can disperse that information. Okay. So I just basically keep a lot of things to myself. Um, and I'm just like, some things I'm like, okay, should I, you know, I have to, I have to say, should I deal with this person or not? And then once you find out, okay, maybe I shouldn't, then you move around. You move around. So let me go ahead but yeah, and you move around from that person. And then, so like I said, you'll have situations sometimes where you're trying to figure out, who is real and who is fake. And when people show you who they are, then you move accordingly to that. I'm gonna also go, hey TP, you said please don't release my DMs. Hey John, please don't release my yeah, I you ain't never gave me no DMs, but thank you. Let me read this. Let me share this. I'm gonna share this with you guys. So Proverbs 20, it said gossip betrays confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. Okay. Have you ever met a person that talks too much? Those are the people you stay away from, or the people that pretend to be your friend and they really they do the most and then tell your business when they get upset with you. Let me see, what's another one? Do not reveal another man's secret, or who hears it may shame you, and the bad report about you will not die. So basically it will continue to keep going. Either the lie will keep going or the situation will keep going. So let's see. Let's see. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do slander. I'm going to tell the truth on your ass. I ain't going to do no slander. I'm going to tell the truth. Or, yeah, I'm not going to do it at all. If your brother sins or your sister sins, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone, which most people don't do. They like to, hey CX, hey highly favored. They like to do things undercover, and then when it comes down to see, then when it comes down to a point, girl, you got something to say to me? Just tell my secret. I was mad. Oh, okay. Well, honey, ain't nobody told none of your secrets. I don't know what's this all about, but you take that information and go on about your way. So I don't know what this is all about. We got people that like to cause confusion You got problems with people, you talk to them in private instead of being childish. That's what you do. So, King Stoner, hi, how are you? Mods, and if you see somebody coming in here with some confusion on some weird shit, please X them out. So, anyway, so those are the things that people do. Instead of them coming to you because they got an issue with you, they will do some silly stuff and want to start trying to front you out because they get feeling hurt. Let me see. Yeah, because what we not gonna, hey CX, what we not gonna do is come up in here with some bullshit. Hey Emmanuel. So those are that's the definition of what pillow talking. So like, have y'all seen this around here, like on YouTube, where you have like two people that like each other, and you know it don't work out. It don't work out, and then it's on YouTube, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram. So I've seen, like I said, I've had situations to where I have uh, been in situations where maybe I've told somebody something and they might change it around, and then they try to put it out there. And so when they put it out there, they never tell everything. What's up, Juicy Fruit? They never tell everything. They only tell one side of it. They only tell one side of it, but they don't tell their part. And they don't tell the whole thing. Right. So, like I said, a lot of the times it comes with, you said these people have no loyalty, no shame, and our self-respect on everything is content. Yeah, our content. Okay. So you said no shame or self-respect on everything is content. Right. So a lot of the times I'm not gonna go on here blasting about what has happened with certain people or what was said about certain people. I'm not going to do that. But I will tell you this, if it comes to a point where I have to, I definitely will. I'm not going to be a hypocrite on it, but I like to deal with people that got something to lose. If they have something to lose, they're going to be very cautious about what they say because they know they don't want their stuff out there. So when you're dealing with people that have to lose, they know that they can't just, say anything, because they know if they do, it will kind of mess up the relationship, even if it was something that could be repaired. They know that maybe, it could put things out there that they can't take back. So I don't put things, hey, Cam, I don't put things out there publicly, but I definitely will if I had to, if that person was maybe attacking me or saying things, that was untrue. But see, before I block you, I give you a chance to give me, if you have my number, give me a call or to hit me up on Instagram. I give you the opportunity to do that. And when you don't do that, then I block you, because I understand that you weren't for me in the first place. Okay. I don't have time to be pussyfooting with people around here. I don't have time to be acting like I want to be friends with somebody, or I want to, deal with certain people sometimes. Because some people, let me tell you this, like I was telling you about my other live, some people pretend to be your friend. Some people pretend to be cool with you. And instead of them reaching out to you and saying, hey, I have a problem, or I'm feeling this way. I don't like the way I feel like you're treating me. What's up, D? I don't like the way you're treating me. Instead of them doing that, they'll do like crazy stuff in the chat, or they'll go on live and start spilling out the business, and we got text messages and all of this stuff. That's what they'll do. And like I said, I don't have time for none of that. That's why now, when I was telling you the two people that I deal with now, that I will, as far as females, I told you about those two. And a lot of the stuff that people do is very immature for their age. If you are past 30, okay, and you are doing the bullshit on here, instead of coming to people respectfully, coming to people like you want to become to. See, the thing is, what people do on here, they try to act like they're holier than thou. They're trying to act like they're in moral standard, in a high moral standard. But they can't even uphold themselves correctly. See, I'm talking about personal experiences. I'm talking about people that pretend like they got it all together spiritually, or they're somewhat higher than you. They try to do all of this, and then they'll be the first one to front you out. Deal with people that you know is for you and not against you. Deal with people you don't have to wonder about. When you learn to deal with people you don't have to wonder about, then you will get yourself out of a lot of situations. You will get yourself out of a lot of situations. And I know for me, sometimes I was a little too nice. Sometimes I let a lot of stuff go because, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't want to feel a certain. I used to do that. But now I'm at the point I don't give a damn. And if you want some of this, you can get some of this. I don't go to nobody's platform. I don't dispel any. There's a lot of things that I got information that was sent to me. People trying to get with me behind the scenes. Some of that stuff will never come out. Why? Because I know when to keep my mouth shut. And a lot of times you have to watch the person, hey, Carl, that gives you the information, because that person might give you some information that wasn't right. But since a lot of people don't have maturity about themselves and want to talk a good game, they can't come to you and be like, hey, now I'm kind of feeling away, right? I'm kind of feeling like it's a problem. What's going on between me and you? But no, they like to put things privately for everybody to see because they feel like they got something to prove. Well, I'm like this. I'm not one or the two. If you have, and this is what I told CC and Chicky, if you have an issue with me, call me. Don't pretend like things are not there and then want to get on a platform and do these little shots and subliminals. Stop that shit. When you pass 50, I'm talking about the age of 50, you should know better. I'm talking from personal experience. And that's why I don't deal with a lot of people. Hey, Vanessa. I don't deal with a lot of people. And I don't appreciate a lot of the ways that some people come at you. There's a couple of people that, other than, CC, that I might talk behind the scenes, but I know how they have stuff to lose, and their reputation on how they dealt with other situations. I'm going by their track record. So if their track record is a thing where they're not going around telling what has happened between the other person, then I know that more than likely they won't do me that way. More than likely they won't do me that way. But I do understand that sometimes some people will make mistakes. They might not say everything. They might put something out there, and sometimes things are misconstrued. So I understand that part too. But you have to look at people's reputation and seeing, can they hold other people's stuff? You know what I'm saying? They can hold other people's stuff. More than likely, they can hold yours. But the problem that I see on here, and just in general, you got a lot of old mofos on here that don't know how to communicate when there is an issue. You got a lot of people past 30 that don't know how to communicate with you, to be like, you know what, I didn't like this, I was offended, I was hurt, I was all of these things, whatever it is between you and that person that has transpired. Instead of them doing that, they'll do the total opposite. Right. If you have a problem with me, you're going to call me, and vice versa. But you got people out here, if they got a problem with you, you won't really know it until, they start doing subliminals and doing all this weird shit in the chats, or going on people's platforms and doing a surviving Selena. Like, I just can't stand some of these folks on here. And some of these people, I really wish I could physically fight them. Be doing the most on this mug. You said, oh, I'm reading the message from John. I sure did, John. Oh, you did. Okay. Thank you. But I thought I did too. Hey, OG, how are you? Okay, so you have two. Okay. But yeah, so anybody, like I said, this is a semi-open panel. Anybody that would like to come up, and you are more than welcome to come up and talk about this. But if I don't want you up here, you're not going to be up here. Because what we not going to do, I don't do shit shows over here. I'm sorry. I don't do that over here. And you can do whatever you want to in your platform or whatever you want to do. But over here, this is my house. And there's not going to be no disrespect on the panel. Neither will it be in my chat. And if you think anybody in my chat going to bring their funky ass over here and be disrespectful and disturbing, try it if you want to. And if the mods can't get to you, I'll get to your ass. Don't try me, bitch. Now, I put the link in the chat. See, a lot of people be doing too much and going too far when all they have to do is, just do the mature thing, the right thing. And if they have to have a conversation with you, hey, there's some people on here. I tell people all the time, there's some people on here that is very few that have my number. And some people I have given my number to. I hate that I did. But there is some people that know how to get in contact with me. And so when you know how to get in contact with me, if you feel a way, if something happened, or if you were offended by anything, I don't have a problem with being a grown adult and having a conversation. But Vanessa, my problem is when people, are disrespectful in the way that of their approach, or they're sneaky about their approach. So, hey, Ryan, that's what I don't like. And my link is open. Hey, Carl, you said, what happened the good old days when folks used to keep it down or down low, no kissing and telling bullshit. I don't know, but I definitely know I definitely can, especially when it comes to something that will affect me. And that's why I said I don't deal with men that don't have nothing to lose. You said I feel away. Uh, you a mess. You know you my Instagram friend, Rich. Oh, did you like the pictures from last night? Hey, Amber. Um, yeah. So I do have, like I said, I don't know if you want to come up, Amber, or I know Rich doesn't hit channel. Juicy, I mean, would you like to come up talking about pillow talk? I don't know who else is here, but I definitely want people that are on this subject. Hey, Slim, I didn't see you. That know about this subject. Miss Holly Favor, I hope I spoke. Kind of got me off just a tad bit. I'm like, what the hell is going on with these folks over here? Yeah, I'm not the one or the two. Don't come over here with that foolishness. Um, Anybody else that would like to come up and talk? I know some of y'all been through some pillow talking experiences. Don't be acting like y'all ain't never talked to nobody behind the scenes and that stuff got out. Because like I said, sometimes you got to be real careful. Yeah, and the men, to me, some of these men are worse than the women. You make one of these men mad, they gonna have you. They gonna have you on a community wall. They gonna do a live on you. So they gonna tell everything. They don't hold nothing. So you got to be careful about some of these men on here. I done met some men that were really messy. You said, girl, I don't pillow talk. I learned a long time ago not to trust folks. You want to come up, Juicy or Amber? I pinned the link up at the top. Yeah, I put the link up at the top. So, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that to you guys because, like I said, a lot of people don't know what pillow talking is. Nothing like a scoring man. Yeah, I thought it was nothing like a scoring woman, but it's definitely nothing like a scoring man. Because once these men scoring, honey, it's a wrap for you. Your business gonna be all out there. That's what I'm saying. If I have issues with people outside, outside of YouTube and on YouTube, then I'm not finna do it publicly, unless there's a need to do it. And most of the time it's not a need. Some things can actually be resolved behind the scenes. And a lot of the times people get upset because sometimes it can be misunderstandings. You could have been asking a question about something and another person may took it away and go back and tell another person, and then there you go with the mess. But that's why if people are real cool behind the scenes, what's wrong with calling a person or and letting them know, hey, such and such, this happened, and I'm trying to figure out what was said and all this kind of stuff. But instead, they go into defense mode. They start doing stuff that you be like, wait a minute, that's your guilty conscience. That's not what was said. That's not what was done. So you need to deal with your guilty conscience and whatever you got going on before you come to me. And make sure when you come to me, you better come with respect, or your ass gonna get disrespected. I don't play that. I'm not finna kiss and tell, and I don't like doing other people like that either. So I'm definitely not gonna be kissing and telling on my business. That's why I said deal with people that got something to lose, and also deal with people that's mature. Deal with people that know how to pick up a phone or call you and let you know, hey, what's going on? I don't like, okay, you can come up. I don't like dealing with people that are they're flaky. They don't know how to communicate. And something that I hate the most is people that's real grown. I'm talking about people that's real grown, like growner than me, older than me, that don't know how to communicate. That is irritating to me. A lot of times, it's a lot of things can be resolved if people are mature about it. But a lot of times people are not mature about it. And sometimes you don't always have to go to a person um and be like, hey, why? Maybe sometimes it may take you a couple of days to get yourself, because you might be angry. I understand that you also shouldn't don't do anything angry. Kind of has to take some time to think about it. If you meditate, if you pray before you approach a person, because it may not be what you think it is. It was a misunderstanding or something like that. But people don't, like I said, they don't take the time to get an understanding. They just do, and they just go on a defense. Okay, Juicy, what's good? Thank you for coming up. I can't hear you, Juicy. You're on mute. Let me see. You're on mute. Let me unmute you. Maybe that will work. Okay, you have to unmute.
Is
Okay.
that better?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah, it's
want
been.
I want your subject. Your can pillow talking be between friends? Can it be between people that you potentially, get with, or like what is pillow talking to you?
You know what? I mean, I think that pillow
I don't know
talking
if
to me.
your mic is not up. I can't hardly hear you.
You can't hear me. I'm kind of in a. It's kind of loud in here.
Okay.
Let me see if I don't know how to turn up the volume. I don't know. Is that a little better?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. To me, I always thought that pillow talking was a very intimate thing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I was married, you know what I mean? Like I would pillow talk with my husband, right? Tell him things. Um, I think outside of a very trusted relationship, it shouldn't be exercised. And I
Okay.
think, that's just my opinion.
Okay. Um. So do you see a lot of the things that, hey, Tuber, a lot of the things that go on, like in social media? Like, thank you, how do we deal with that in social media when you are either involved with people or involved with one person? Like, how do you think you should handle yourself on here?
With extreme caution,
Extreme caution.
with extreme caution, and use your discernment. That's what I was going to say. I think, and the Bible tells us that. The Bible tells us to vet your friend.
Right. Right. Do you think, what are some telltale signs in your opinion, when there's somebody that you can't trust? If you are online, what are some of the telltale signs you would look at?
I just watch, my mother always taught me um, to not pay attention to what people say, but what they do. And
Okay.
so I just watch people, and I really watch how they treat others. To me, that's a good telltale sign. Um, I just watch and I just be cautious. And I know it's a balance, because you don't want to be completely closed off, and you might meet some people that you want to connect with or you think is cool. And so it's a balance, but I think you just cannot be too giving up front. You can't, tell too much, and you really have to vet people. And I just think that takes time.
It takes
That
time.
takes, yeah. You shouldn't, definitely shouldn't be rushing into anything. Don't just be trusting anybody. Don't just be, giving people your phone numbers and stuff like. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do the things that you know to do that can protect yourself. While you getting to know people and
Right.
really get to know people. Yeah.
So have you ever got cool with someone? I'm gonna just say on YouTube. right? Because we're on YouTube,
Mhm.
and um, maybe you wanted to, trust them or be cool with them or be friends, whatever you want to be with them. Um, you want to have some type of friendship, I would say.
Mhm.
Um, what are some of the things that you can kind of be like, you know what, I'm going to give you a chance, or, you know, I know you said what the telltale signs of not, but what are some things that you would be like, I think this person is cool, to the point that you would be a little bit more open with them. And I know you did say kind of like how I said, seeing how they treat other people.
Mhm.
What are some other things that you would be a little bit, I would show, I guess, a little bit more vulnerable with them, or you just wouldn't be vulnerable at all with anybody?
Um, vulnerable. That's tough. Um, I would, I don't know. I think that I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my phone timed out.
That's okay.
Okay. One thing I look at is like their maturity level. I look at their communication skills because if you're someone who has difficulty communicating, then I have to determine whether or not I want to go through the effort of communicating with you, and sometimes I don't. I don't know. I kind of judge people based on, are they worth my energy, are they worth my time, would it be an interaction or a relationship where I'm getting something as well as they're getting something from me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I kind of weigh it all out because I think at the end of the day, connecting with people and having different relationships, friendships, whatever, it's important. But you don't need to be bogging yourself down with that. You need to be very selective with your time and with your energy and who you choose to bring into your circle. And
And see,
so,
yeah, that's been my mistake. Because a lot of the times I go by some of that too. But when you don't really know people, you're going by, oh, they seem nice, they seem supportive of me or whatever. And so you kind of, let not all your guard all the way down, but you let it down just a little bit, right? You get to know
yeah,
people, you find out, hey, I can't rock with this person, we're not on the same wavelength, or whatever, and you move accordingly.
hmm,
Now, I have been in situations where people don't want to move on accordingly. They want to keep on poking the bear, I would say.
yeah,
So it's kind of like, what do you do with that? Or they come in and they, pretend they come in and do like little messy stuff. And you're like, okay, you didn't even have to do that. I remember,
right,
I'm gonna give you an example. I had one situation where I was cool with a person, and hey Bolo, after I kind of parted ways with that person, I guess the person noticed that and they got really angry with me. They thought I was being fake, but I'm like, nah, I'm just protecting my peace because you not my type of people.
right,
It's
right,
people you can be nice to for an extent, but at the same time, you got to be real. Hey, Bama, you got to be real with yourself and be like, you not for me, and I'm not for you. We're not on the same wavelength. You got some shisty ways, and I'm gonna move around,
right,
and that's just
right,
what it is. And I don't have to go on live and say, hey, I don't fool with this person anymore. This person's a bitch, or this person is a motherfucker, or whatever. I don't have to do that. I can just
right,
move accordingly and move around because I
right,
see where you are. And like I was saying earlier, if people have a problem, instead of them communicating with you one on one, they want to
right,
do the most in front of other people. That's what I have a problem with. And I'm gonna
right,
meet you back with that disrespect because of what you gave to me. Okay. Hey
right,
Reggie. And I don't like doing it because I don't like drama. Hey, Mike, despite of what people may think, or what other people has put in other people's mind. I don't really like all of that. I like
Right.
being an adult about a thing. If you got let's like me and you, Juicy. We talking behind the scenes. We friend. We call ourselves friends or sis, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And you may be feeling some certain kind of way about maybe something you may think. Hey, nature may think that has happened, or maybe I have said,
Right.
right?
Right.
And instead of you coming to me, the person that you've been talking on the phone, or the person you've been talking to on Instagram, or whatever, however we've been communicating, instead of you coming to me, you're trying to make a spectacle out of me, and or trying to embarrass, or trying to start confusion. Now, what do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think that that's right. I agree with you. I think if there is a connection behind the scenes, that talk needed to happen behind the scenes as a courtesy to to the person, to the friendship or relationship or what have you. You know what I mean? Like, if you care about it, you would do better at keeping it, and you know what I'm saying, and not doing something where you might not be able to take it back. Because sometimes when things go so far,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can't, there's no walking it back.
And I
You
don't
know
want
what I
to.
mean?
Exactly. And once we have crossed that path, there's no need for me. There's no need for us going back. It's
No.
done.
Yeah.
It's dead. Because I'm the
Yeah.
type of person, I move on real quick and I act like you're not even there. That's how good I am of ignoring people I don't want to fool with.
Right.
I'm a master at it. I'm such a master at it. People's like, what? You just went. I definitely will, because my peace and having real people around me is all important to me. And if you're not
Yes.
on that same wavelength, if you being a little shisty and I see some ways, if you like I was talking about the live, I don't know if you caught the live earlier, like on Friday, I did two lives. It was one when I was talking about how sometimes some people in some places and things you need to disconnect from.
No, I
And
didn't catch it. I didn't
oh
catch it. Girl,
yeah,
I've been
that
trying to recover from Thanksgiving. I cooked
yeah.
all day Wednesday and Thursday and had friendly over my house, and I'm still trying to recover. So no, I'm just kind of getting back in the fold. But so you were talking about disconnecting?
Yeah, I was talking about how you have to disconnect from some people,
Yeah.
some places, some
Yes,
memory,
ma'am.
and those places, I mean, could be your memories, bad memories in your mind, or situations and traumas, things like that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes you have to do that with people. You have to disconnect from even, hey, Alpha, you have to disconnect from people even that at one point you did like,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they don't fit in your life anymore. And that's
Yes.
okay. But like I said, I have always been taught there's a way to do everything, a
Yes, it
good and a bad
is.
way to do everything. And if more black people and all people really, but
Yeah.
especially because I'm black, I'm talking to black people, will learn communication instead of bitch, hoe, fuck you, and all this other words, and
Right.
have a conversation with a person, a lot of stuff could be understood instead of misunderstood.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Or how about this? If I make the decision to separate myself from you, it's okay, and let it be okay. As long as
Exactly.
I ain't disrespect you, or I ain't say no, I just decided, I saw how you moved and I said, oh no, that ain't really, I'm not in line with that. Let me come
Right.
over here. I ain't say nothing bad about you. I ain't bash you or whatever. I just moved around. That should
Right.
be okay. That
Right.
should be okay. Especially, I seen that a lot in this sector where people feel like, oh, you stop clocking people. We all grown. Stop. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? If I decide you ain't really my cup of tea, you
You ain't my cup of tea. And Juicy, you kind of went out. Hey, Sassy, you went out, Juicy. So when you get a chance, come back. But
I'm sorry. My phone, when the screen locks, it cuts everything off. So I'm sorry. I'm
that's
talking.
okay. And what was you saying?
No, I was just saying, yeah, like I think we need to practice that a little bit more. If we kind of see somebody kind of distancing themselves from us, we need to just be okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
exactly. And
it's
distance
not.
yourself. Move around.
Yeah, or yeah, or I mean, if you really like the person and you want to know maybe why, then you can inquire about it and be like, hey, I noticed you ain't really been hanging around, but you ain't gotta call them out in front of nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can do
Uh-huh.
that behind the scenes. I agree with you on that. I think everything, all these call outs in front of everybody and all of that. I mean, what's the point of that if you really
Right.
want to be connected with the person? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
otherwise, I think we need to. I think we need to practice a lot more grace and giving each other grace and saying and being okay with the decisions that people make, being okay with the things that people do, where they move around to, who they engage with, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it
Yeah.
personal. Yeah.
Yeah. And even if you do take it personal, get over your feelings and move around. You know what I'm saying? Because I have had like a lot of people, I've had situations to where, my feelings was hurt, but I moved around. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But I didn't make
Yes.
a scene of it. That's what's wrong with people, men and women.
Exactly.
They make a hey Frank, they make a scene out of everything. And it's like some things is not meant to be on public.
No.
Some things is not to do public. I don't care if it's getting on a bullhorn and telling people what this person did to me, or getting on the news, or what. That is so weird to me. It is so weird
Girl.
to me. But those are the people that they're calculating because they want to embarrass you. They want to violate you. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And it's just like I I can't understand for the life of me. And I think it's because I know as a black person, I had to learn and I'm still learning how to communicate with people.
Yeah.
And I think that if we take the time to kind of communicate and treat people like we want to be treated, if you don't want anyone coming to you disrespectful, please don't do that to them.
That's it.
And I'm the type of person, the Bible says don't do evil for evil, but it ain't no but, it's wrong. But I'm gonna give you the same energy you giving me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I haven't got there. I haven't got there where I can turn the other cheek. Like that's just not where I am. I'm gonna give you what you give me.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like that. But for me personally, you know what? The Bible says vengeance belongs to me. And when God say that, I've seen it happen so many times. There have been so many people who have, wronged me, done this, done that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in my Father's hands and I let it go. And sure enough, as I let it go, it gets handled. You know what I'm saying? One
Right,
way or the other, it always gets handled. Whether I
right,
see it, and sometimes I'm able to see it happen, and sometimes I don't see it. But you know what I'm saying? I
right,
believe what the good book says about he will take care of it. He says he'll handle it. So when I think about turning the other cheek, that's what I think about. I think about the fact that I'm gonna let God get you because he can handle you way better than I ever could. He know the in depths of what's going on with you, and you'll get yours. If you did anything to me, whatever, I don't have to. I don't always have to retaliate because when I retaliate, then I'm now being brought down into the mud with you, and I don't want to be
right,
there with you. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So, but I know that that's a lot, and of course I'm a human being too. So, sometimes I fall off on that, but for the most part, when I think about turning the other cheek, that's what I think about. I'm like, Lord, Father, I'm gonna let you handle it. But some people, I think the only time disrespect really should be, I don't want to say allowed or tolerated on here, I think is if somebody like publicly disrespected you, then yeah, you might have to, you know what I'm saying? You might have to say, but again, that's based on this.
That's based on you. I know from like I said, I know for me, I'm not like some weak men and some women. It a lot of things like if something happens between me and another person, that's going to stay within me with me and that other person.
That's
Now
right.
every now and then I might say something to a close friend and be like, what do you think about this?
Right.
What this person did, da 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 da. And I would like to speak to everybody that came through. I don't know who. I think it was Frank. Hey Frank, Rachel, All that remains. Who else came in? Gerald, Mel Dub, thank you for coming through. Um, I just know I don't believe in just putting it out there for people to know what we are going through or what we
Right.
have, whether we have ended something or we have moved on. Like, I just don't believe in it. But I hear so much people, I hear a lot of people around here calling other people fake. Fake. She fake. He fake. They fake, 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 fake. And I'm like, you the fakest one. Because you the one that you can't hold water.
Oh, we.
You can't even be real about how you feel about a person. You like to kiki ha ha. Then when they piss you off, it's mad day for you. So
Mm.
bitch, you fake. You calling
Mm-hmm.
other people fake. You calling other people names like they're a Judas. When nigga, you a Judas. You don't even like that person, but you be around that person acting like you do. So who better, me or you?
Ooh.
Bitch, please. I hate fake bitches that pretend like they like you, but they really don't like you, and then
Right.
want to act like they like they your sis. That kind of shit rubs me
Mm.
the wrong way. And that's when I say I have no loyalty to you, motherfucker.
Right. Right. But and I think too, but see, that's where that discernment, comes in and vetting people. You know what I'm saying? And that takes nothing but time.
But they
That
be the
takes
first one.
because people will show you. You wait long enough and let folks, they'll show you. Because you can't keep that facade up for too
Mm-mm.
long. You know what I'm saying? It'll come out in the wash.
And I'm
You
gonna tell
know?
you this, Juicy. If I didn't like of what I know of you, hey Bama, if I
Yeah.
didn't like what I know about you, because I don't know you, you don't know
Yeah.
me.
No, we
I
don't.
wouldn't be, hey, Juicy, but it's some people that will pretend like that because they want the cash app, they want the support, they want all of this, and they are the fakest one. The
Mm-hmm.
fakest one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that um,
Come
it's
up
always gonna
here.
be people like that.
Right. And
Um,
let me say this is a semi-open panel. This is not for everyone. So if I see you and I don't want you on my panel, you're not coming up. Anybody that has a grievances with me about anything, you know how to get in contact with me. Don't play with me, bitch. Hey,
uh-oh.
Divine, how are you? Now, this today, I'm just being honest. I'm a little sick and tired of these fake YouTube people,
I
especially the
understand.
ones that you have, I would say, had some type of dealings with. Those are the type of people I can't stand. Like,
Mm,
don't come up here with no bullshit. Don't come up here doing all that stuff in the chat. Don't do none of that. You got somebody's number, come to a person respectfully, and that's what you're going to get in return.
that's right.
But when you come disrespectful and think you going to come up on my platform, you got another thing coming, bitch. Now I'm going to let you know today. This is mad day. Now I'm going to keep it cordial. I'm gonna keep it cool as much as I can. But I'm gonna let you know, don't come over here with no bullshit, no confusion. I'm not having it. And I'm sorry, Juicy. I had to address that because I think bitches think they gonna play with me.
I know they be trying you. I know they be trying you, Selena. Just look.
Yeah, but it's all good. I just wanted to what's up, Denise? Yeah, and when people are trying to derail you, and that's a
Yes.
part of jealousy. And some of these fake Christians can admit when they feeling away or feeling jealousy or feeling some type of envy because maybe they're getting some type of views or people are gravitating to them.
Right.
And so they don't like that. But you got these people. What I hate also is a lot of, see, this is me. I don't care if people can call me a fake Christian all they want to, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. There's a lot of things I agree, I believe with, in the Bible, whatever. But do I practice all of them? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I
Look,
am trying.
the
I
Lord
am
is working on
trying,
all.
and
He
I'm
working
not
on all
playing
of
dumb.
us.
I'm trying. And there's
Yeah.
certain things that about me that I know is not pleasing, and I'm not gonna make an excuse for it. But when I have something to say at this time in my life, I'm going to say it. And I don't give a damn who gets offended.
That's right. Look, you know what I love about you? I love the fact that, you are always polite and kind and sweet or whatever, but you're not afraid to stand up for yourself, and you will if need be. And I
Hell
and I
no.
and I think that's okay. Like my grandmother used to say, the Lord is yet working on me. He working on all of us. So none of us is perfect. If you grew up in the church or you grew up with the word, the word and you can spit it. Like I can spit scriptures all day. And for the most part, I walk in that. Sometimes I mess up. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
mean, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I think, people provoke you. You like you said, like people poke the
Yeah.
bear a lot on here. A lot. It's so much
Oh, you fake, you
disrespect.
fake. And they the fakest bitch. The
Yeah.
fakest nigga. Like you being exactly who you calling other people. Like, shut up. And don't be
Mm.
quoting those scriptures to me, because your scriptures are null and void when you ain't even trying to do what is right.
Mm.
Get your ass on somewhere. This I got time today.
How do you feel about blocking people? Do you
Oh,
like
I'll
who?
block the hell out of a person. I don't give a
Okay.
damn.
Okay.
Anybody that goes against my peace, and
Yeah.
I don't, and as much as people that don't know me want to call me fake, I don't deal with people that I have a feeling that what they are saying is not really how they feel about me. I can pick
Mm-hmm.
it up real well. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there has been times when my friend Denise will contest to this. I have overlooked some things, and my friend Denise be like, Selena, you didn't, I see that. And I said, well, yeah, but and I let things ride until I let them ride so much, then I blow up. And when I blow up, then that's all
Yeah.
she wrote. But
Mm-hmm.
you ain't never seen me go to I don't care if I have an issue with somebody. You won't see me in a chat, or you won't even see me being disrespectful in nobody's chat, because I understand that this is not my house.
Right.
And if I have an issue with a person and it means that much to me that I feel away, I contact them behind the scenes. But you got so many foul ass old people on here, old motherfuckers that could be my mama, auntie, oldest auntie, that don't know, or like a older man or whatever, whoever it is,
Right.
that's past 30, that don't know how to come to people. That's the problem that I have.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I have. How people do things, not just on here, but just in life sometimes. Some people just don't want to resolve shit. They just want to keep the shit going, and they want to keep it going and keep it going and keep it going, and then want to call themselves a mature person, call themselves this. I'm a moral stand. You moral standing my ass.
Mm-mm.
Most of these people are not moral standing on here. They don't give a damn. All it is about clicks and views and money. They'll
Right.
go against a person that's been good to them. They'll go against their family member. They'll go against anybody, because it's not about the real. It's not about the truth. It's about money and getting attention.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
And what I
It's a
hate
lot of
about
that.
some people that want the attention, they want to come on here with this positive bullshit, like somebody gives a damn about whatever they're talking about. They'll come on here, well, the Lord loves you and we gotta sow the seed and all this bullshit, when they playing games on YouTube. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
don't like.
Mm-hmm. But people can see the fake. That's the thing too. Like for me, I never been like about exposing people, because I'm like, people, the real ones is gonna see through you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like people can see the fake shit. They can see that. So a lot of times I just let people be. I let them kind of hang themselves, expose themselves. They'll do it.
Mhm.
All you got to do is wait. They'll do it.
That's
Yeah.
why I said I take the time now to vet people. And if I back off from people, it's a reason. Cause I ain't
Mm-hmm.
got time to be playing with you. I'm getting older, so I'm getting just like them older people. I'll say whatever now. I don't give a damn. Cause some
I
of these
know, right?
people, like I said, now they will say any and do anything to you, and they
Right.
know enough about you to know how to come at you. That's what's baffling to me. If I haven't, this is the thing, Juicy. If I haven't did you that way or come to you in a disrespectful way, why would you do that to me? Why?
Right. Yeah. That's the number
And
one
then they want
question.
to do it publicly. That's the problem that I have with people. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just now I'm vetting people really closely, and
Yeah.
I will definitely separate myself if I feel a way.
Yeah. And let me say
Um,
this. Let me say this. Because you said when you were talking about like sometimes you kind of let things kind of go or you sweep things under the rug. I've learned, because I used to be like that. But
I'm
I've
not like that
learned,
anymore.
yeah, no, I've learned you only get one motherfucking time to disrespect me.
Right.
One.
One.
That's it. That's it. And then I'm not fucking with you no more. You're not
At
gonna get
all.
another chance. You're not gonna get another chance. That because
Right.
that's how serious I am about protecting.
Right. And so that's that. Hey, Mr. Kimmy, that's how I feel at this point right now. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm getting to the point now. I'm like, be careful. Don't just because people are coming off sweet, supportive, be careful who you intertwine with. And I said this Friday, be careful who you connect with, share
Yeah.
your number with, get to know. Make sure whatever you tell people you can't hate boys that you can repeat, because it
That's right.
definitely will be a situation where you'll have some people that are really vindictive
Yep.
and preach a good game, but they're vindictive and they try to come at you in a way that's disrespectful. And
Right.
they and sometimes they will do it publicly. So that is what I'm saying. Make sure you are very vigilant about the people, the like discerning people and who's good for you. Because everybody that says they for you, not for you.
That's right.
Everybody that calls you sis or bruh is not for you.
That's right.
And I used to be, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna talk about this either tomorrow or Tuesday. I think people follow, these are three categories. Hey, Whoopi, that people follow people on here. People they like, people and other people that they don't dislike, because some people will follow a person and they don't even like the person, but they want to know what is going on in that person's life there because they want to know their triggers. And then the other category is the one that they fear. See, a lot of subscribers
Mm.
are fearful of some content creators because they have been seen or known as the big bad wolf. But you
Mm.
can't follow neither. You got to be true to yourself. It's people I like, but I don't agree with everything they say or do. And
Right.
if they ask me, I'll let them know
Right.
that don't seem right. I was telling somebody, I'm like, now come on, move around.
Right.
This don't make no sense for you to keep talking about this, but this person wants to keep talking about it, so that's on them.
Right. That's right.
But they can never say, hey, I didn't try to give them any good advice.
That's right.
Then you got the people that they don't like you, but they watch you because they want to see what you're saying and who you're talking about. And if you're talking about them, you got that part, you got that person. And then you got the other one over here. Hey, Sassy, you got the other one over here. They fearful because if they don't follow along with what their content creator say, that content creator gonna be coming at them. That content
Mm.
creator gonna be calling their ass out. So they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna have the truth. They're not gonna say the truth. And see, a lot of these folks, and I'm going from one thing to another, but a lot of these folks think that they have their own mind. Yeah, you have your own mind to follow someone. You don't have your own mind by thinking what is right and what is actually wrong.
Mm.
And then you sure don't want to get called out like some people because you know that it might be your turn, that they might be on your head next.
Mm-mm. I sure you right
So
about that.
people they be really pussyfooting around here. And like I said, this is the day and the time that I'm just like, I'm not having none of that shit. I'm gonna call it a spade a spade. And I don't care how much drama it gets me behind, because I'm gonna be true to myself at the end of the day.
That's right. And that's what you
I'm
got
gonna
to
be true
just
to myself. And if the shit ain't right, it just ain't right.
right. And it's okay to say that. I think you absolutely right. It needs to be more of people standing up and saying, if they see something they don't like or it's not right, say that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Or move around, whatever you feel like you need to do. But, whoever you are watching or ingesting, they should align with, for the most part, with how you get down. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But I've never understood that whole watching people I don't like. I've never understood that part.
Because you got some creepy ass people around here, man.
Girl,
Really, they undercover fans. You got niggas that'll join your membership and
obsessed.
can't stand your ass. That's the weird part. Hey, Spider Man and Only, and somebody else came through. Whoopi. You got some people that
You ain't
can't.
lying.
They're creepy. Like, I don't do that. Like, it's, every now and then I might see what another person is saying, if there is a going back and forth maybe with somebody. Just be nosy, because sometimes
Yeah,
I'm like, Lonnie, I'm newsy at times.
just watching. Yeah,
But
yeah.
just to watch a person that I don't like and can't stand, that don't make sense to me. But
No,
you'll have, like I said, you'll have those three categories in there. You'll have the cat, like I said, they'll watch you to see your triggers, to see what the hell you're talking about, so they can use it against you or use it for content in the future. Or you'll
yeah,
have, like I said, the other person, they just fearful, and they go along because they don't want nobody calling their ass out.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So you got all of that. And so my thing now, if I just don't have time for none of that. I'm at the point in my life, and I don't know if it's because it was just my birthday. I don't give a damn. And if I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. And I don't care if you don't fool with me.
right.
That's perfectly fine.
It's
We're in a
okay.
free world where we can
Yeah,
go and do and be around anybody or choose to do anything we want to do. That's why God gave us all free will.
that's right. And not everybody gonna align with each other, and that's okay.
It's
That's
okay.
okay.
And
You know,
sometimes your tenure with that person is over too.
come
That's
on
when
now,
people need to move the fuck around.
come on now. So,
But it should not,
seasons.
because
Yeah, some people's for a
like I
season.
said, yeah, they talk a good game on here, and I'm not into no energy vampires. I'm like, wow, you ain't finna drain my energy. Like
Mm-hmm.
that. My peace of mind and real people is what I require around me. And if you are not a real person and try to act like you cool with me, and when you really not, then you definitely need to go. Because I'll
Right.
find out eventually that you don't really fuck with me like that.
It'll come out. It'll all come out in the wash. And when
Mhm.
it do, that's my whole thing too. I always love it too. I love it when people show themselves, because now
Right.
I don't have to question. I don't have to wonder if maybe I'm just being too sensitive. No, you've let me know without a shadow of a doubt that that's who you are and that's how you rock. And now I can now make a better decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
About what I need to be doing, how I need to be moving, maybe, away from you. So, I mean, I just want to encourage you to, just continue to, I know you're gonna have to, right, address some folks. It's gonna come up because you're a content
Mhm.
creator and that's just how it goes. But you're a very lovely light in this sector. That's why I started
Yeah.
coming to you, because
I
as
don't
far
know
as
about that. These hoes
well,
crazy. I
you
heard
know,
about that.
that's that old clip talking about. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But I
I don't
did,
know about
but
that. But yeah, okay.
my best friend was I already know how y'all get down. But
Right.
um, but I think I just encourage you, because I at least that's what brought me to your channel, because it
Mhm.
was you were like a refresher from
Right.
some of the other stuff that's around, and so that's why I really like coming to you and watching you and stuff like that, because it's something different. You know what I'm saying? And we need that in this sector. We need that. It's getting boring.
Mhm.
It's getting real boring. I'm finding less and less people that I can enjoy and stuff like that. Cause I'm like, man, I don't want to hear y'all saying the same shit, talking about the same people. All we doing is arguing. We all grown. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
weird. It's weird. It's not even funny anymore. So, I would just encourage you, just continue to do you. Try, I know that there are always gonna be some people who, like you said, maybe just jealous, haters, whatever. that are going to purposely try to continue to knock you off. Don't let them do that shit. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
no.
They ain't
Yeah, but
got
if I definitely have to say something, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna bite my tongue and be like,
no.
well,
Yes.
I apologize. I ain't apologizing for
No. You
shit
no.
no
No. No.
more.
No. No.
I'm
No.
not
No.
doing it.
No, but choose, pick your battles and
Yeah.
choose where you want to expound, like use your
Right.
energy, baby, because
Mhm.
you give somebody your energy, you can't get that back. That needs to be only certain people you need to be expounding in the amount of real energy towards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of
I
the day,
see.
the rest of
Mhm.
them, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Seriously, continue to do you because we need you in this sector. And I love you. I love your channel. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing your thing back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing me, and thank you so much for that, Juicy Amber. Yeah, I said you can come up. Yeah, I said you could come up. If Miss Akimi would like to come up, you're more than welcome. But like I said, we definitely do have to be very careful of how we disperse our energy and who we give it to, because definitely some people are a waste of our time.
Yes.
And like some things you will have to address because it some people just get too blatantly just disrespectful and the lies and that goes with it. It's like you don't have time for none of that. I personally don't, you
I
know,
agree.
and
Yeah.
I think most people that have a life don't have time for none of that either. But like I said, you find on here some true people, and I think they are some on here, some decent people. I just think that you just have to be careful and know who you're talking to. And only by doing that, you just take time to see if they really like you first. Because some people don't really like you.
That's
I
true.
noticed that. They like I said from the beginning, they pretend like, oh, you're my sis, you're my bro, and all this, but they really don't like you like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, now I'm being very cautious. Do you even really like me? Are you
Right.
just acting like you like me for the time being and then, do some fuck shit later on? Like,
Mm-mm.
I just don't understand it. And so when people come at me a certain way when they know they could actually hit me up behind the scenes, I'm not that well, I don't put my stuff out there, but you can hit a person behind the scenes and you choose not to. That's on you. You want to find a reason. You want to be mad. You
You
want to
want
have
the
a
fight.
misunderstanding. You want the
Yep.
problem. So
Yep.
I'm gonna give you that. And and at the end of the day, um those type of people, and I'm gonna try not, well, I'm not gonna, I've been cussing pretty much, but basically fuck you,
Yeah.
and it
Basically.
is what it is, and that's exactly what I feel. Just fuck you. If you choose to have a misunderstanding and a problem with me, then fuck you. That's what
Mm-hmm.
you get. That's what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not for children, so I'm definitely going to put this 18 and over because but I just had to say that because like I said, pillow talking can be dangerous, but it can also be something, that can be between two grown people, and it won't be a problem because those two people understand that we are adults. If we got an issue, we feel a way, communicate. Don't start acting funny. Don't start
Right.
doing extra. Don't start trying to put stuff out there. Just keep it behind the scenes. And
Right.
hey, we fine with that. So sometimes it can work, but most of the time, when you got immature people or when you got people that got issue and are they listening to other people that they shouldn't, things come to the surface. And when they come to the surface, then here you go. Another another episode of the YouTube turns.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
YouTube turns and it keeps
Mm-hmm.
turning until the next story comes about. Hey, uh I'm saying L, Lacola. Hey, how are you? But yeah, it goes to the YouTube turns again, and you looking up and you and the YouTube and restless. Everybody everybody
No.
taking their turn with a storyline. Oh, this woman fell out with this woman. Now they doing a YouTube and the restless. Then you got the woman over here and the man. They don't fell out. We got as the YouTube turns. I mean, it's so silly to me. And
It
it's like
really
grown people
is.
just need to be grown at the end of the day. Keep your damn business to yourself. If you got an issue with somebody, take it behind the scenes. Don't put it publicly unless you really a messy bitch or a messy bitch ass nigga. And that's just
Mm-hmm.
what it is. And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
see around here. I see, hey, Matrice, I see a lot of people that like all that foolishness. I don't like foolishness like that. That's why I keep things behind the scenes. That's why I don't do little subliminals in a chat with a person that maybe I felt did something to me or said something. I approach the person if I have a problem. And if I
That's right.
don't want to approach that person, I learn to move around.
That's right. That's right.
Shit. That's what we
That's
got the
right.
block for. That's why
That's
I
right.
block me, block, 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 block. I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you. Bye.
Yes. Yes.
Get your
Yes.
ass on. That's why I'm saying this is
Nothing
a
wrong
free
with that.
country, a free world. Move around and treat people like you want to be treated. You don't want nobody coming to you crazy. Don't come at them crazy. Point
That's
blank.
right. That's
And
right.
when people learn to do that, they definitely will be a lot better with other people. We'll have
That's
better
right.
relationships with people. We'll understand. We have understanding instead of just dealing with being understood and dwelling in that. See, when you don't come and tell people how you feel about stuff, motherfuckers can't read your mind.
That's
I
right.
can't read your mind, Juicy. Only you can come to me and tell me
That's right.
how you feel or what you how you feel about me or the situation. I can't read your mind.
That's
And
right.
then when you got people that do that, they get all quiet, but then they want to sit up there and do the fuck shit on a live or do the fuck shit in the chat. No, 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 baby. This
Mm.
ain't the time for that. The time for that would have been a week ago or 2 weeks ago or a month ago, however long it was.
Mm.
See, that would
Mm-hmm.
have been the time to talk. But see, I don't deal with petty ass women and men in this day and time. Because like I told you, my patience is very short now. And it's very bad to the point I will definitely move around on your ass. You will look up and wonder, why can I get in contact with this person? Oh, yeah, you'll find out then.
Right. Right.
I'm like, I'm just sick of people. I really just think that and I don't mean to offend people. Uh, well, some people I don't mean to offend, but some people I do. I'm gonna be truthful on that. It is some people I do mean to offend, and I hope that I offend them to the core. But it is people that I really like y'all, my subscribers and stuff like that. I don't mean to offend nobody, but I gotta be 100 with you. Hey, Darian, I have to be 100 with you. I can't be like pretending like, oh, I'm gonna say a scripture and oh, I'm gonna pray for my enemy. I'm saying how I feel right now, and I ain't really mad. I'm just this is how I speak when I'm just I don't know if I'm mad. I'm just feeling away, and when I feel away, I'm gonna just say how I feel on it. What's up, Amber?
You just had me laughing when you said that, and I was just gonna say, just being true to yourself is the main thing, but it's the hardest thing to be. Like Juicy Fruit was saying, uh, you got to be true to yourself first and foremost. And there's gonna be people that get their feelings so hurt, but they set themselves up for it most of the
Mhm.
time.
Right.
It's like you go around. Okay, and you go to other people's chats. You want to listen to different shows, and then you see some people in there that you've seen in other chats, and they act completely opposite in a different chat than they do in another chat. So you
Mhm.
seeing them act, they're fake. They're fake because they're not consistent. You
No,
know, they
dude.
just they either trying to go along with everybody in chat, agreeing with everybody, and then or they in another chat and they disagreeing with everybody, and it's
Mhm.
like there's no consistency. I, that's not a good example, but and then you were talking about the three different kinds of people that watch shows. There are some shows, not a content creator as in socially, but they might make, let's just say they do crocheting. If you don't like the way their attitude is and they just talking in the background while they're crocheting, you can, it's up to you whether you watch them or not. But if they got a nasty attitude, you can't watch them. So,
Mhm.
and there's those people, like you said, they watch just to see how they can get at you, to see how, they study, like you said, energy vampires.
Yeah, they
I
be
don't know.
studying your ass. They ain't gonna come in the chat, and some of them may even come in the chat with they bullshit. But that's why I said you will be exit stage left because I don't play that. Now you
Yeah,
come
and
over here, you gonna either come respect or you gonna get your ass gone. Ain't
right,
nobody
and
got time for no damn subliminals and all that. I don't play that. Come to me
right,
straight up. Like I said a week or two ago, when if you got a problem. But since people, like I said, grown people can't do that. But as far as these other, the reason why I talked about the group of people is because that's what we run into on here. We got a group of subscribers that are in those three categories,
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
And I've been the one about who I like. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been the one like that. But you know what? That stuff came up biting me in the ass when it was Mad Day. When it was Mad Day, then you gonna be the first supporter, the messy ass supporter they gonna come at. And that's what they gonna say.
exactly.
A messy
It,
ass supporter. So you gotta know on these streets, for the most part, nobody is your friend. And if you're coming on here looking for one, good luck. I was just so
exactly.
blessed to come across two older women than me that have been consistent with me. But
Right.
that doesn't happen all the time.
No,
It's
it's hard to
actually,
find, and
yeah,
and
mhm,
to find those people, it takes time. But
yeah,
then I think I said something about the long game. Some people play that long game in order to hook people up. And I just want to give you an example what I'm talking about. So there was this person that I was she like gravitated towards me, right? This was
mhm,
a couple years back, and she gravitated. She was always there. She was very supportive, and over a couple of months we started talking on the phone, right? But
mhm,
then she changed in such a way that she was talking about every single body. She'd be like, go over to this chat and look at what that person's saying. So I go over there and I wouldn't say anything, and I'd be like, well, I would say hey to the chat. And she would start telling me and talking about all these people. I'm like, I'm not down with this shit. Don't send me a list of people that I don't need to talk to. And then when I started doing StreamYard, I actually got it to work maybe 2 times. And I did the StreamYard with this person. She come in there and was basically kissing ass to the people she had talked bad about. And then you know what I did? I deleted her. I blocked her and I deleted her. I didn't want no more. She's like, sent me an email. Why'd you block me? I didn't even give her an explanation, Selena. She didn't
right,
deserve one. She was talking behind people's backs and coming to me saying this person, that person. I don't want to. Let me be my own judge. Your enemies are not my enemies. You
right,
made your enemies, and I see exactly how you did it. So those people that, like you said, they talk behind people's backs. They show you one thing and they do another. Though no, I ain't down with those kind of people. I can't do it.
me neither. I'm not either, and that's why I
Mm-mm.
move around real quick. Yeah, and thank you so much, Carl. I really appreciate you guys, especially you, Carl. Always one of my biggest supporters. Um, yeah, and I agree with you, Amber. I don't deal with people like that. I will move around from you real quick because what I'm not finna do is be somebody's parrot.
Right.
Being, taking tabs on somebody else and or trying to, appease you because you don't like somebody. I don't give a damn. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Look, I deal with my business. I don't care nothing else about nobody business unless they're related to me and we have a close relationship or some close friends. Other than that, I could care less about what other people are doing. It don't matter to me. Just don't let it affect me. That's all
Right.
I'm saying. And so as I don't deal with people, and before I have, like I said, when I used to be, hey Curtis, when I used to be try to be a loyal supporter to some of these niggas and hoes, up
Right.
here. And then when when things happen, you find yourself being the mess. They call you the messy reporter. They calling you all these names when it not too long ago everything was cool. So I don't fool with people. I don't get up close to people and be like, I'm here for you. I ride or die. I ain't doing that shit. I don't
No.
know you. And at the end of the day, loyalty is too much to ask for people you do not know. And anybody that thinks that since I've known you for a couple of months, that I'm going to be loyal to you and I'm going to not do anything that you might not like, something is wrong with you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't owe you anything but to try to treat you right the best way I can. Other than that, you better get on. Like for real.
There's them people
You
that
got going on thinking people owe you shit. I ain't gonna ever tell y'all owe me this. Y'all don't owe me anything.
no.
Y'all don't owe me anything. The only thing y'all owe me is if as long as I do for you is respect. And if I respect you, then I expect for you to come on my platform or come in my chat respectfully because I respect you. But if there is a switch in that, then hey, you gonna get what you gonna get. Hey, Mr. Kimi, were you finished speaking, Amber?
Yeah, I just, it always sounds better when you're got somebody else up there. And my mind, I got all these things that I would like to add and get up here and say. And then when I get up here, it's like, Jesus, I can't even say what the hell I wanted to say, you know?
Right.
Um, but because it's just it's a lot to say, it's a lot to cover. And I'll just say this to you, Selena, and you already know it. You on the right path. I'm one of them older women too. You on the right path. You are dissecting and you're doing the right thing. And those people that can't get at you, hey, all you got to do, like that block button, is the best thing in the
It
world.
is, and that's what I will continue to do.
Right.
Mhm.
And the email, same way. You can block, delete conversation, delete the contact. Boom, they're gone. Just as easy as
Exactly.
you connected with them, disconnect with them. If you and follow your intuition first and
Yes.
foremost, because
That's
it's
a lot of
always
the
right.
times I didn't do that. And that's what I should have done. Like my grandmother always told me, follow your first mind. Follow
That's
your
right.
first mind. I remember dealing with a female, and I'm like, the way she do stuff, it's like she the kind of one, you ever had those so-called associates? They one of those women, if you're not careful, they'll sleep with your man.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
and
Yeah.
I had somebody kind of like that, and I was picking it up right. And then when things kind of occurred, I was just like, yeah, this is exactly what I thought this person was. And
Well,
I, like I said, I don't put it out there. I just move around, you
well,
know.
I just since you said that, now I gotta say this. So a lot of women's they worse than snakes. They will try to get at your man by getting the way to get closest to your man is get closest to the thing that's closest to him, and that's you. And that's why that pillow talk needs to stay pillow talk.
Hmm.
Well, or do as the least amount that you can, because if you let that pillow talk get out, you don't know who's listening. Just and use that pillow talk to get to your man, and that's in
Right.
the bedroom pillow talk. As soon as you start talking about what he does this and he does that and this and that, and that's appealing to them snakes.
They'll be ready trying to talk to them and then go where they
Yeah,
are. They know it's safe. For instance, they know somebody trying to talk to you. They'll go behind your back, start talking to that person, and
yeah,
then all of a sudden they doing the do, and then want to act like you did something. Like, bitch, bye. Like I don't see that's another. I don't like them type of females either. So yeah,
Mhm.
I kind of move around from that now. And I don't tolerate. I just don't tolerate a lot of these people anymore. And like I said,
Exactly.
I'm getting like my grandmother now. You know, I don't like a lot of people around me. I just don't. And especially women. My grandmother always taught me to be very cautious of women,
Yes,
very
absolutely.
cautious. Now, it's some men that are bitches, like especially out here and on this.
Right.
There's a lot of men that are bitches. I'm not gonna deny that. They're probably worse because, like I said, you expect them to at least be a little bit hold stuff, but they can't hold nothing either. But
No, not at
the
all.
women, they pretend. They do a good hi girl, hey sis. Oh,
No,
I'm praying for you and oh sis, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you, you know, you have to be very cautious. You can't trust a smiling face.
I'm just gonna tell you, I don't want to. It's okay. A family member of mine recently was out there playing the field with different women, right? He wasn't
Mhm.
sleazy about it or anything, but each one that he introduced me to, they were completely different than the first one. And one of them actually said, "Hey, girl," doing that. "Hey, girl, how you doing?" She just met me. I'm like, all I could do was laugh, and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And she probably thought I was a bitch. But that, "Hey, girl, like you know me and everything's fine," you're fake as fuck. Excuse my
Mhm.
language.
They
But
are. They are
I'm,
fake. And then
I'm,
want to call everybody else fake. Like, go sit your
yeah.
ass down. So
So then
anyway, I'm
don't
gonna
bring
let
her
Mr.
back.
Kimmy talk, huh? What
I
you
said,
say?
don't bring her back to the house. And I'm gonna drop down so
Thank
you
you,
can get
Amber.
your next one.
I enjoyed you. I appreciate you so much.
Well,
So
thank
did
you.
I.
Hey, Mr. Kimmy, thank you for coming
Yeah.
up.
All right, y'all stay blessed now, and I mean that.
You too, Amber. Thank
All right.
you.
All right.
Blessings to you. So
Hey.
there was a couple of things that came to mind while I was listening to you speak. And I remember when I was a young girl, I was an only child from both of my parents, and I
Mhm.
used to always like to gravitate towards certain young ladies in the neighborhood where we all came from the same neighborhood long term. So we knew each other's families, yada yada, a lot of information about one another. But my house always seemed to be the attractive house where everybody felt welcome. My parents would always feed my friends and this and that and the other. But I always tended to deal with jealousy, and I always felt bad about that because I don't have a jealous spirit. So, I couldn't understand, especially at that age. I couldn't process why, or that the fact that people were jealous of me because
Mhm.
all I wanted to be was friendly and kind and yada yada. And I remember one time I had two different girlfriends over, or neighbors that lived in the same neighborhood, over to the house, and they got to fighting in my house. And
Mm.
my daddy came home. I was bewildered. I was like, "Oh my God!" It's like I didn't even really see it coming. And then my dad came home and he put everybody out. And he said to me at that point, he was so stern. He said, "Don't you ever put a whole bunch of women or girls up under the same roof."
Right.
And I was like, I mean, I the way that he sent the message to me, I really received it, but I was still kind of confused because I was like, why these chicks in my house? If I disrespected my parents' house, we all having a good time, this and that and the other. Well, one of the girls ended up, it was when we got it, because I was in grade school at the time. When we got to
Mhm.
high school, I was walking to school one day, and we were walking to well, actually not the school, the bus stop. We went to the same school. We walking to the bus stop. It was early in the morning, and she said something that pierced my soul. And it was like a light bulb went off. And I was like, "Ooh, you really are jealous." It wasn't
Mhm.
somebody I like always hung out with. over time, but we, if we went to the same school from the same neighborhood, we would kind of walk to the bus stop for safety reasons together, this and that and the other. And I say that and I bring that to light because it really taught me a lesson early on in life not to be non-trusting per se, just to be extremely cautious and to
Okay.
not ignore the signs. So
Right.
if people are around you and they say things that are slick, and then they say, well, I was just kidding, or they say that it was just in
No, you ain't
the
kidding.
fashion of a joke, or
Right.
something to that effect. Now I'm looking at you sideways because
Right.
if you done had your couple of libations, and now you're speaking kind of frisky, and your tone is a little different.
Right.
It's very true. A drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts. I'm looking at you sideways. So
Right.
it's going to lead me to my second point. And what helps me is knowing thyself.
Mm-hmm.
When I am comfortable in my own skin, I am at peace with who I am. I know that my intentions are good. I know that my character has substance. I know how I don't move a certain way in one arena and then act different in another. I mean, I have like certain
Exactly.
friends I'm around, we gonna have a different lingo. That just
Right.
goes with the territory. But people that I don't know, or people in a professional setting, or people that have always been amicable and shown respect to one another, I'm going to be the same everywhere I go. So when I know thyself, then what you have to say or how you come at me, you're going to determine my response or lack thereof. And when you say move around, that is like my go-to. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not running, it's not evading. It's okay, I don't receive your energy. I reject you. I reject what you're saying. And no disrespect, but you are not for me. And that's
Right.
okay. That is perfectly fine. And no hard feelings. I can respectfully bow out. I can respectfully move around and disappear on your ass, right?
I
I'm
definitely
good
can.
with that, right?
Yeah, me
So
too.
I just wanted to add those couple of talking points because this is a great topic of conversation. I see the title is When Pillow Talking Goes Wrong, but I don't see, that's the thing with me. I don't pillow talk, or I
Mm-hmm.
don't reveal. Like if I'm intimate or I'm sharing a special moment or special conversation with somebody, that's between me and that person. I'm not
Exactly. That's how I
going,
feel.
and you have to vet, you have to use your discernment, you have to learn someone. You can't do that, and this is my personal opinion, you can't do that online
Right.
without, not solely online, right? You're not, people, they are one person here and then could be totally somebody different at home, or, and I mean, you just don't know, you really don't know unless you're dealing with people behind the scenes. But I'm going to also say this, a lot of this behind the scenes stuff is coming out real messy on the forefront.
Yeah, because
So
you got motherfuckers that can't be mature about stuff. And the
right,
thing about it is, if, like I said, whatever situation happened, then keep it between you two. If you want to talk about it, if you want to fix or resolve something, that don't mean bring it publicly. And that's what these dumb asses don't understand. They want to get on here and blah blah everything because they feel in a way. They are so emotional they can't think with their brain, and then you have her, you go a whole mess because people can't just be mature about a situation. So that's why when you got grown people that's 50 years old and they still doing some bullshit like they do, it's no help for them. And church ain't gonna help you. I can tell you that. Prayer ain't gonna help you if you not trying to mature yourself and coming at people sideways. I'm telling you, this is a new year, and I ain't putting up with none of this bullshit that these people be bringing. And I mean, none. I don't know anybody on here, and the people that I have met, even if I didn't know them, I give them respect until they show me differently. These people over here, you can even have somebody that will know you for maybe a year. They can talk to you, communicate with you, but they act like they don't know you, how they came at you.
Right.
See,
Right.
that's what I got a problem. You act like you don't know me enough to know, hey, come to me respectfully, just like I would come to you.
Hmm.
Don't do no subliminals. Don't be try to embarrass me. Don't try to put stuff out there and ask stuff. Don't go by what another person is saying. Come see me. That's all I'm saying.
And
But
it's
these,
like
like I said, these immature hoes out here, that's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
when you talk about 50 years old and maturity or lack of maturity in the
Lack
same
of it. Shit.
sentence, it just doesn't go together. It's
It don't.
like
30,
it's
40. It's still, you
no,
still
it's
need to grow up.
crazy because it's like this app really shows and exposes people's true intentions over time. So who you really are, if you stay on here long enough, it will come out. It will expose itself. But it's like I'm laughing, but it also kind of saddens me because it's like we're out of order. I know I say that a lot, but we are. It's like the older generation, and the people that are becoming seasoned or are seasoned in age should be setting more of an example, and not just instead of just showing people what not to do. What about
Mhm.
providing some solutions? What about showing by example what to do, how to carry yourself, how to express
Mhm.
yourself with demure or some type of class, or communicate, or
Good
handle
luck.
rejection, handle opposition, handle
Yeah.
being dismissed, even if it's in
Mhm.
a rude fashion or a disrespectful fashion. You don't have to react in kind because it takes you down to the level. And so it's like, to me, it's not rocket science. It should go with the territory of getting older. Because another point that I want to make really quickly is that one of the reasons that I let a lot of things, I don't let it slide, I just let it roll off my back, because it really, if I don't internalize it, it really does, it can't really injure me or apply to me if I don't invite it, if I don't accept it, if I don't internalize it, right? And
Uh-huh.
so my thing is this: the more I have gone through in my life, the less shit bothers me.
Yeah.
That is honest to God true. When I went through my breast cancer journey, I used to cry all the time. I used to be super sensitive. I mean, I still have my little moments because that's just my personality. But it doesn't represent any weakness in me. It's just how I express myself, right? But the
Mhm.
thing is that when I went through that journey and I saw life through an entirely different lens, because I was so close to checking out of here, that will change your life. It will change your
Right.
mindset. It will change the small things. You won't sweat the small things. And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to definitely go on mute. Mind the business that pays you.
Right.
If the shit don't pay you, don't waste or expend your energy giving it any of your energy, time, emotion, conversation, none of that. Because what you're
Right.
doing is you're robbing yourself of establishing your goals, fulfilling your visions. If you don't have any of those, then your focus is already starting off in the wrong place. But that to me has helped me so much, because when I start like veering off and I get distracted on certain things and I don't feel productive, or I don't feel like things are applicable or going
Mhm.
smoothly in my life, I stop, I halt. I ask
Mhm.
myself, am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? If I've answered all those questions, then what do I need to do to get back on track to profit me and the people
Right.
that are connected to me?
I
So
agree.
that is definitely what helps me.
I agree with that, Mr. Kimi, and I appreciate you, Juicy Fruit, and Miss Amber for giving me y'all wisdom on that. I will definitely apply a lot of that to my next stage in my life, that I make sure that Just some things you have to know the difference on how to spend your energy, you know, who to give your energy to and who not to, who to, you know, you can't be so untrusting there's nobody around you, because that's just not good either. But you do definitely have to be very cautious of people. Don't take people so easily as a friend or a sis or a bro. You have to be very cautious, and please make sure that that person has the understanding, or they have the same outlook as far as keeping things between you two. Hey, Uncle Charles, how are you? Hey, Kevin. And if and also have the understanding, if there is a situation that transpires between two of you or more, who's ever in this pillow talking, make sure you have understanding. If we have an issue, let's talk. Let's not be defensive first. Let's talk and see what's going on, you know, or what has happened. So before we go in, hey Adam, how are you? And so
And
I
keep
just
people out your business.
right, that part, that too. Yeah. And
That
like I
will
said,
eliminate a whole bunch of all of the extras that
mm-hmm,
come on the back end. And that's, to me, that's where the clarity and the communication should be extremely clear between the two parties before you even feel comfortable being vulnerable enough to pillow talk with somebody.
you ain't
Is
lying.
this person trustworthy? Can I trust this person with this intimate information, or information that is not available or should not be available to the general public? You know, look at
Mm-hmm.
the past behavior, if applicable. Look at the past behavior of that person. Has that person exhibited that type of behavior previously with somebody else? What makes
Right.
you so special? What makes you so different, and to the point where you would just put yourself in that position to not vet that person, to not do the math, to not really take the time and say, okay, well, where, look at the long haul, where could this potentially go, good or bad? Is it something
Mm-hmm.
that I really even want to go off into?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm really paying attention to more. And since it's, you know, God will, and thank you, Adam, and I welcome. I hope that you enjoy my content. I really appreciate you coming. Uh, I'm a little rough at times, but for the most part, I'm pleasant.
Yeah.
But I would say this, Miss Sakimi, starting out this year, I'm definitely, you know, going to be narrowing down the people that I talk to online,
Mhm.
and making sure that it's a very like just it's already a low number. It's going to come down even from that, because I see what I see what these people do on here, and people that pretend like they mature, really not. So I definitely, my list is going down, down, down on here. Um, and you know, I'm also going to be also working on learning how to communicate better, because sometimes I can get in the mood too to where I don't want to be bothered with you and I'll block your ass, and that's not always good either. So I have to really kind of work on that as well. But some people deserve it, and I'll stand on that. But I definitely hear what you're saying, and actually, I would, you know, I'm gonna reach out to you. I want you back on here again. I'm gonna
Mhm.
do, since people want to do all this women empowerment, but mine gonna be real. Mine gonna be dealing with real women that know how to, you know, try to get along with other women and give good advice, wisdom. And so you would be one of those ones I would want to have on my platform, and a few others that I will invite as well. So keep a lookout for that.
Okay.
And
Well,
I
thank
appreciate you.
I appreciate you for the consideration. And you know, I'm gonna drop down, but somebody on the platform the other day say, "Oh, Mr. Kimmy, you just seem so unbothered," and I really never kind of looked at it like that.
Yeah, you do kind of seem that way.
But it's not necessarily a bad thing,
Uh-huh.
because my body, I'm going to be honest, my body's been through so much trauma that I don't
Right.
internalize stress very well. So
Right.
I have to be very mindful to live as much of a stress-free life as possible. And as I said, I've been through a lot. So I'm saying all that to say that that's not a bad thing. And people can only have influence or power over you. And you're talking about energy, right? That is
Mm,
the objective. The
mm,
entire objective of people around you that don't match your energy usually means that you are vibrating on a higher level, and it's in their nature to seek that out so they can exhume it from you and then convert it into whatever they want to convert it into, right?
right.
So we have, when they say protect your peace, I would take an extra step to go and say protect your energy. Protect
Right.
your energy. And that energy can, you don't have to be in somebody's midst. They can be on your mind, and they still are able to siphon your energy. That's how it can be transferred as well. So if we
Mhm.
keep that in mind, you know what? Whatever tools you have to implement, make it a habit until you don't, till it becomes a lifestyle, and then you don't have to think about it. So when other people that normally say things that if they think it triggers you, or if they're coming into your personal space and you're having an off day or whatever, then it's going to be it's going to become a default for you. And then people, child, you going to end up praying for them, and you're going to end up being sincere about it, because you're going to be so unbothered. You're going to be like, you need prayer.
Well, God help me to get there. That's all I can tell
You
you.
go,
Get
it's
there.
going to have, you're on your journey. You are on
Yeah.
your journey, and you have your moments.
Yeah, definitely
I
do.
see it. You have your moments. So don't be so hard on yourself. We are all human. All of us have I know I need to tell myself that too, but I'm telling you
Right.
that right now, you know?
Well,
So
yeah.
I don't you know what, okay, and I'm really gonna be done. I know I done said it like 5 times, but I promise, right?
Go
Um,
ahead.
is what helps me is to count my blessings,
Oh
to be
yeah,
thankful,
that's true.
because I grew up spoiled. I ain't gonna lie, and I had to get that in check, because when my mama and daddy wasn't here no more, who was there to really, that's gonna do you like your mama and daddy? So I had to get
Right.
with real life and say that, you know what, everything isn't always about me. And
Right.
so now at this point, it's like, okay, why do I feel like I'm on the pity pot today? Why am I feeling sorry for myself? Why am I so irritable? Why am I so short with those that I say I love? Why,
Yeah.
why? Guess what? I'm not being grateful enough. I'm not being appreciative enough. I'm not being
Right.
thankful enough. And as soon as I start writing down or jotting down or taking mental notes or doing something to reinforce that, you know what? Like sometimes I'll go out into a disenfranchised neighborhood. I'll take a drive and I'll see older people that don't have homes. They're disheveled. They don't have family. They don't have sustenance. They don't. I know I might be, preaching to the choir with some people, but it's true. It works if you can just remember to count your blessings at the end of the day. It will absolutely change your mindset and your disposition. And with that,
Right.
I'm done. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
you
Mr.
for having me
Kimi. I
up.
appreciate you so much. Shout out to Mr. Kimi, Miss Amber, as well as Miss Juicy Fruit. Thank you. You have definitely, all of you guys have been a blessing to me. Again, I'm just sharing some things with you. It may seem like I'm fussing, maybe, I don't know. So, Adam, I'm just letting you know. Sometimes, like I said, I'm pretty much pleasant for the most. I would say 90% of the time I'm pleasant. So, if you hear some words that's not godly, hey, it's there, and I can't, and I'm not gonna fake and shake and act like it's okay. But it is what it is. I've said it, and it's done. So, thank you, Mr. Kiwi. I appreciate you
All
so
right.
good.
No problem.
Yeah,
Likewise. You enjoy the rest of your day, and shout
you
out to the
too.
chat. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to Mr.
Okay.
Kimmy. Yes. Yes, guys. Thank you so much, Miss Akimi. Like I said, Miss Juicy Fruits. Hey, Demia. Thank you. Yeah, life happens. And so I just want people to understand, if you're looking for always positive, always super spiritual, this is the wrong channel for you. I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to be real with you and upfront on some things, and just, well, a lot of things. Whatever I discuss on here, I'm going to be straightforward and truthful about the matter. So sometimes the truth, it's not going to sound all godly and scriptural. It's just not. I'm getting there. I'm a work in progress, and I don't make excuses for my behavior. It is what it is. So be patient with me. Like I got to be patient with y'all, or somebody got to be patient with y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know this is me. And I'm not that super spiritual person that always positive. Oh, we're just gonna think good things and good thoughts. Yeah, right. Okay, that's just not gonna happen all the time. So we all have to control our thoughts and our mouth. And if more people would do that, less confusion would be going on. But since people don't do that and want to act like they above in a approach, or they so super spiritual, they do the total opposite. So anyway, I digress. My point is, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank you so much. I ain't gonna say for everybody that I didn't block. Thank you for coming through and showing me some love, showing me some support. Thank you, Carl, for the memberships. There was 5 people that have memberships. Thank you so much. I hope you continue to keep your membership. But if not, hey, I get it. Everybody don't like what you have to offer. I got it. And I'm probably in one of the messiest sectors anyway. So it's like, not too many people want to pay for what I have anyway. Which is unfortunate. So, but anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for coming through. And I hope that, some people will, not look down on me, but actually, if you are a believer or you have a connection with the Most High, instead of judging me, instead of downing me about some of the things I said, which came from the heart, pray for me. And don't pray on me, P-R-E-Y, but pray for me, P-R-A-Y. I mean, A-Y. So the other is P-R-E-Y. Don't do that. I had enough of people doing that. I need people to P-R-A-Y. Pray to the Most High that I keep getting better, that I keep, progressing, that I keep maturing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you pray. Hey, Genesis. And I hope I spoke to everybody, but if I didn't, charge it to my head, not my heart. I tried to type everybody's name. Hey, Russell. I didn't block you. Hey, Russell. But if I did, that's who I'm talking to. But I thank everybody else for coming through. But no, I didn't block you. I can still see you. But yeah, Adam. Yeah, just do that. Because there's too many people out here trying to act like they holier than thou, but they don't even uphold the word that they talk about. So miss me with that bullshit. And miss me with always calling other people fake when you the fakest one. I hate people I hate the behavior of people that do that. Let me reinstate that. Yeah. Mine too, Bolo. Hey, Phoenix. I don't know who else came. Hey, Rodney. You said, pray for me. Don't pray on me. Yeah, that's bars. Pray for me. P-R-A-Y. Not pray. P-R-E-Y. No, we ain't don't do that. Hey, Genesis. Who else? Vanessa. I hope I spoke to you. Demia, my girl, my crazy girl. Phoenix. But y'all, I appreciate y'all that came through. This is one of the longest lives I did. Like I said, just be patient with me, and as somebody's patient with you. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.
Salina.
It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl, can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl, put them heels on and prove my
Welcome to
worth.
Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. With the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers, just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.